have you guys ever, actually it's a joint question, first question is, have you guys ever worked together on a single project? And if so, have you guys ever run into the issue of conflict of interest?
Oh my gosh.
I would say, Greg and I work together as voice actors and as actor-director, both for stage and in anime. And I will say, as a director, Greg is absolutely one of my favorite people to work with. I don't say that because he's my brother. Greg is one of those actors who will come in and give you 120% as long as you need it. And if you need to camp out on the lawn, there's no problem with that. So, as a director, you just, I love working with him. So that's
slide money down the table.
Yeah, I was going to say he gets an iPod now. We've worked together in all performative aspects since we were little kids. When I was, I think, 7 years old, I was his assistant for his magic show. So I dressed up in a cat costume. It was very ridiculous. Complete with tail and all. But I mean, from there on, we've moved into professional theater together. And because my brother moved into directing, something that I don't have the patience for at all, especially for stage. He has had to cast me before in shows, and the thing is that the conflict of interest question is a great one, because as a director, you stand the possibility of people going, well, you can't give your brother the lead. And I know that might make him look bad if he does. So when we would do theater together, I have a pretty loud audition song for musicals, and I would make sure that I would go in on Saturday at the height of the audition day so that people could hear me singing in the lobby, so that anybody that ever said, oh, well, he just gave that role to his brother, like, I made sure they had to hear me sing. So it's like, look, I belted my butt off to get this role. And the funny thing is, the only time his questioning, or the only time his choice came into question was when he cast me the lead in the musical anime Narima Daikon Brothers. Because the character is very low-voiced, and I'm known for playing little kids. I'm known for playing, like, excuse me, Asuna, little baby boy voices. So when it was time to sing, this Wolfman Jag sounding role, one of the producers actually said, your brother is wrong for this. And he's like, have you ever heard my brother on a Sunday morning? And he's like, have you ever heard what he sounds like with a hangover? And so, that's how I got my first chance to do a low-voiced role.
Did you come in wasted?
No. But I will say this: it's the only show I've been able to record the day after a con, because usually after a con I come back to town like this. But that voice is in a different place in my throat, so I came in and I was like, I thought maybe I'll do some reaction sounds or something, and the minute we started, I was like, Marco, get up! And I was like, whoa, I can't even talk and I can do that. So it's one of those things that, because it was in a different place in my voice. But we've even played brothers in Senseiya. We were the Knights of the Landclaw. We've played opposite each other for a long time. I played his father a lot. Now, in Gantz, he plays the main good guy, and I play the main bad guy at the end, and then we switched roles for Speedgrapher, and he was the bad guy, and I was the sidekick. So yeah, we work together all the time.
The other thing with that is and Greg knows, because he's known me for a long time, when I'm casting a show, be it for stage or anime or whatever, I don't have friends, I don't have family, I don't have girlfriends, I don't have anything like that. What I've got is a show. And as a director, you are obligated to give your audience the best show possible. If that means that I cast my brother, so be it. If it means I don't cast my brother, Greg understands that as a director, I'm always going to do what's in the best interest of my show first. So, and not all directors do that, but that's just the way I was trained. So, absolutely. Thank you for the question.
Alright, this one's for Travis. I'm pretty sure Funimation already grabbed the license for the new FMA series series that came out last month. Has there been any news about bringing back old voice actors or any news about recastings?
I don't know anything official. I just know that I think they're gonna. I think we have the option to, reprise our roles. I would think that would be. I would think, but apparently, stranger things have happened. So if I have the option to, hell yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi guys. Could you recite a favorite line from one of your favorite shows? All of you? Do you have a favorite line?
Oh, so we gotta start down here. Veronica wants to start down this. Your side, Laura.
Oh no! Okay.
We're in the middle. Many lines.
I said that yesterday.
Obviously, this is a stumper.
Let's play CSI! Wrestler to the basement is the dead hooker!
Maury likes seashells.
Okay, I'll do it because it's the most requested line. Look here, you. Back off. Because there ain't no way you'll beat me, you loser beyond.
I did a bad guy in the last season of Ninja Turtles. His name is Jammerhead. Loud. He was fun. So that was
Shut it, Shellhead! You fungoids just made my list!
Everybody knows my favorite line from Sayuki, but I just went back and watched some of the later episodes, and I found another one that I like. I've done the "Where's my dinner, you slut" line so many times that it's on YouTube now. But there's another one where Goku is in a fight, and he's like, "And that's for eating all the cookies, you jackass!"
I guess mine is,
Hey, Pikachu, it's me, Ash. How you doing, buddy?
I have no foul language.
This is a question.
Red costume, yeah.
Thank you.
It's a question for everyone. Have any of you ever been offered a role that you refused either because you just thought it wasn't right for your personality, or you thought it would be bad for your career?
We're actors.
On camera, yeah. There were a couple roles that I was like, I don't think I'm going to do that.
I once was auditioning for something that was dubbing live people, but it was like a very strange, murdering, something bloody thing. And I went to the audition, and while I was watching, I said, you know what, I don't think this is the right project for me right now, because I can't imagine getting up every day and going, oh, great, dropping my daughter at school and going, yeah, I'm going off to kill some people and I don't know, make out. That was one of those things when I certainly need the money, but I was like, I just don't think I can get here every day on time.
I've thought that my role in Gantz was a little spooky for me, because at the time I played all the characters that people loved. I played little boys that fight and things like that. And this was a little boy, but he was a 16-year-old serial killer. And the first time you meet him, he's murdering homeless people. And he's giggling and singing songs, and later he's beating up a dead prostitute. I mean, he is a horrible character. And I worried about not so much myself, but a lot of people that watch my work don't normally see that kind of show all the time. And I was worried about, not that I'm obviously not a very conservative person, but I worried about it upsetting other people, because they're like, oh, I'm going to see Greg Ayers, and it's going to be just like Chrono Crusade. Oh, what is that? But I mean, yeah, but the one nice thing I would say, and Veronica was mentioning, we work with a lot of people that some of them, we work with a missionary and several other. Anytime we're working on a show, I've never known a company to be ugly about someone wanting to opt out. Everybody's usually respectful of the actors, and even in some cases it's right on, I know we've done several shows where it's listed right on the open audition sides that look, warning, this show contains da 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 da. So that we have the option. If that's not really our thing, we can say so.
And you can't blindside people. You got to be upfront with that stuff.
Yeah.
It's the show you're talking about. It reminds me of a show that I did was Ichi the Killer. Michael Sinner-Nicholas played the lead in that, and at first he wasn't sure. He's like, should I use my name for this work? But we did it, and it was so good.
Yeah.
And I directed that, and I also played one of the leads in it. But when it was done, he's like, no. And that's the thing. He's mutilating animals. He's beating up women. It was insane.
It's a rough show.
But it was really good when it came through. And me personally, I'll be in anything. So I kind of have the opposite thing as Veronica. I get home to my kids and I'm like, guess what I did today?
I play a lot of villains, which when you do that, you have to have very few limits, I think. I've never been asked to do anything that I've gone like, oh no, I can't do that. But I will say, like Greg said, our directors are very